Ruben, congratulations. What pleased you most about tonight?
I think the result is really good, but we have to understand the result also. At the same time, we struggle a lot in the beginning, and then the goal from Casemiro and the send-off changed the game. But that is a good thing. With a little bit luck, but we managed to keep us in the game, and then any game can change with one situation. I think we had opportunities to score one more. This is not done. They can do the same thing in Old Trafford because they are really strong, they are really intense, and one send-off can happen in our stadium, so we need to be prepared.
Do you feel your senior players like Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, Harry Maguire, the experience they're bringing you is pulling you through these ties?
I think it's a good point. You can feel it that, especially in the beginning, even players like Ugarte with a lot of experience, he was a little bit nervous. Patrick is a little bit nervous. So it's a semi-final, of course. It's not Champions League, but it's European competition. So these kind of players like Casemiro, Harry, Bruno Fernandes help a lot.
It's going to get mentioned to you, so I might as well start. Harry Maguire tonight on the right wing, providing wherever you put him at the minute, he provides you a solution.
Yeah, he's a good winger. Sometimes there are moments in our life, and Harry had difficult moments, and everything he did was I don't want to say wrong, but is that word wrong? And now everything he does is good for the team, so he has to enjoy.
Look, I know you just said this is not done. So is that the mentality that you have to take whilst still being confident of being 3-0 up?
Of course, we need to. Of course, we are in the advantage. We have our fans, but again, this could change. Anything can happen in one game. Of course, we are confident, but we need to be really careful with our plays against Brentford. Because you can feel it. Mazraoui is dead. Patrick is tired, so we have to manage the players.
Ruben, thank you.
It's normal.
Wow, what a night for Manchester United. 3-0 after the first leg. Was that just a really well-executed first 45 minutes?
Yeah, I think it was. Listen, the first 20 minutes was difficult. The crowd was super loud. The intensity was high. They come after us. We made a few errors. We looked a little bit nervous at times in the first 20 minutes. But I thought the lads grew into the game really well, and we weathered the storm, and we knew we'd get our chances, and we was really clinical in that first half, so really pleasing to go to Old Trafford. Listen, the tie's not done, we'll be focused, we'll be ready at Old Trafford next Thursday for the second leg, and I'm sure Old Trafford will be like this place.
Well, should we just talk about your positioning lately? Because whether you are centre-back, centre-forward, you're having to go on the right wing today. It was exquisite down there.
Yeah, no, I found myself obviously attacking the back post, and I think Garner passed me the ball, but no, it was nice to do a bit of dribbling out there and obviously putting a great cross, and we had a lot of bodies in the box, so they must have trusted me to get that cross in, so no, it was a nice feeling, and Casa put it in the back of the net. It was a great header in the end.
You won't have seen this because you've just come off, but they're calling you Haradinho on Twitter right now. You've got a new nickname.
Oh, it's brilliant. I'm sure there's a few nicknames out there for me. But no, it's more important the win. It was a clinical first half, a professional second half. We had chances to get the fourth, but we maybe could have played at a little bit bigger tempo, but I think we played really maybe a little bit too safe. But no, it's a great victory in the end. But like I said, another big game on Thursday next week.
Yeah, I know you said it's not done yet, but 3-0 up, taking it back to Old Trafford. Is there one foot in the door? Do you have that slight mentality?
Yeah, of course. It's a great start to come here and get a result, a victory, and obviously 3 goals, clean sheet. It's a great start. We can't hide away from that. All the pressure will be on us now. Everyone will expect us to go through to the final. So next Thursday we need to make sure we prepare well, prepare like we've done for this game. And if we do, we'll give ourselves a great opportunity to reach the final. And no, it's been a great night for us. But like I said, one foot in the one foot in the final, but it's still not done.
All right, we'll see you next week. Well done, Harry.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks very much for that, Liam. Yes, Manchester United, they take a 3-0 advantage into the second leg of this game. Now, this is the exciting thing because we said that the first half it was in dreamland, and when we spoke before this game, Maisie, did you think that the result would stay the same? Do you think it would be that simple enough, the way that we fought in that first half?
Second half, you mean? Oh, the first half?
For the first half, obviously, we fought quite well and obviously maintained that 3-0.
Yeah. Do you know what? After the first half, I'm quite disappointed with the second half. I thought we should have gone for them. And I honestly think it could have been absolutely put to bed, 4 or 5. Obviously, we're listening to Sammy in the commentary, and he's saying, we should be getting certainly another goal. We had chances, but look, if you'd have asked me this morning, before kick-off, whenever, would you take a 3-0 back to Old Trafford? Absolutely. I'd have took a 1-0. Absolutely. Brilliant performance by the lads, and some absolutely outstanding performances as well. Casemiro was unbelievable. Harry Maguire, Agate in there. Real top performances, and we needed that.
As you rightly said there, though, it could have been a lot more than just the 3-0, and the job's only half done. So, Webbs, what do you think made the difference in that second half as to why we couldn't be a lot more clinical?
I think sometimes you can be so safe, and that's what it felt like. We were trying to be so professional, which we were. We limited them to any form of chances. But then there was times where we needed to penetrate and we needed to go through, and we just stayed out and we kept the ball moving and so on. So I just feel that there was once or twice where we could have gone right, drop it over the fullback's head to Dorgu, or get in behind. And once when we did it, we played a 1-2 with Bruno, and then Dorgu puts it across the box, and then we almost get another penalty. It almost seemed like, well, do it again. Do it a few more times, but listen, there's nothing to be disappointed about. It's actually a really strong away performance. So listen, it feels deflating because half time you're 3-0 up, they're down to 10 men, and then you feel like let's just go and get 3 or 4 more. But the reality of it is, it's a really strong performance, a great result, and we've got a lot in our hands coming back to Old Trafford. Exactly that, a strong performance and a strong place to be in the Europa League.
So I mean, all those players in there, everyone associated with Manchester United now will be absolutely thinking, listen, we've given a few goals away this season at Old Trafford. We've got 1 foot in the final. That's what I would say. But don't take them for granted. We've got to make sure that we're professional when we come back to Old Trafford. And we will be. I think we've scored 1, then you're through, absolutely. But no. The manager, we were absolutely delighted. Clean sheet, 3 goals away from home. Wow, what more could you ask for?
So as you said, we can't underestimate the side of Athletics though, because they'll be wanting a little bit of revenge, obviously, here at the Theatre of Dreams. They'll feel really hard done to. You could see the manager, throughout the second half, it was almost he was fuming, but realised that you are where you are in the game. You're 3-0 down. He's probably plotting. Okay, next week this damage limitation here, and then obviously plotting for the game next week, and that's exactly what they'll be doing. It's a case of they'll be coming here with a mindset of, okay, if we can come and get a goal, it should be an open game next week, because they'll be coming in trying to get a goal, and then it's up to us to exploit the gaps that they'll leave. But they'll be deflated. They don't concede goals in the way that they have tonight. 3 goals in 1 game, and they had a real strong defensive record prior, so they're going to come out of the traps. They're going to be swinging. In a strange way, Maisie, as you said before, you a little bit deflated because there could have been a lot more goals there, but isn't that a good position maybe the players are in, because they know that they could have given a lot more, even more than what the scoreline says? Absolutely.
Danny touched on it there earlier on. The fact that you're 3-0 up at half-time and you're absolutely cruising, that you come out and your mindset might be a little bit different. Listen, we've got 3, don't concede, bring them back to Old Trafford, and you'll see them off here. But watching it as we were in the game, downstairs, you're just thinking, go on, just have another couple of gambles, because they were there for a right doing there, and they've sat back. They've made it difficult for us, but I still think we could have got another couple of goals. But listen, as I say, 3-0 is absolutely unbelievable.
We have to take a little eye as to what's going on elsewhere as well, because Spurs have beat Bodo Glimt 3-1. Is that the result you would have expected with that game?
Tough one, because Spurs haven't been in good form. And this has almost been a little bit of a distraction for them as well, because their league form's been similar to ours in terms of where their position is and so on. They've got the quality. They have got quality players on their day. And, you're looking team for team.